If your dog sleeps next to you every night, this is not random, and it's not just because your bed is warmer. When a dog chooses to sleep beside someone, they are communicating something very specific, something biological, something emotional, something most owners completely overlook. Because in the animal world, sleep is vulnerability. A sleeping dog cannot defend itself quickly. It cannot scan the environment. It cannot react at full speed. So where they choose to sleep and who they choose to sleep beside is never accidental. It's a decision their nervous system makes. And here's the part most people don't realize. Your dog doesn't just sleep next to comfort. They sleep next to safety. They sleep next to trust. They sleep next to attachment. So if your dog curls up at your feet, presses their back against you, or insists on being on your bed even when they have their own, they are telling you something. Tonight, I'm going to break down exactly what that choice means, psychologically, evolutionarily, and emotionally. Because once you understand why your dog sleeps with you, you'll never see that moment the same way again. Let's start with the most important reason.
You are their safe place. The first and most important reason your dog sleeps next to you is simple. You are their safe place. In the wild, canines do not sleep deeply unless they feel secure. Sleep is when the body shuts down scanning mode, the muscles relax, the breathing slows, the brain shifts into vulnerable states. For an animal wired for survival, that is a risk. So when your dog stretches out fully, exposes their belly, or enters deep, relaxed sleep beside you, their nervous system has made a decision. It has decided, there is no threat here. That decision isn't emotional in a dramatic way, it's biological. Their brain constantly evaluates safety through scent, sound, movement, and past experience. If they have ever felt unsafe around you, they would not fully relax in your presence. They might stay alert. They might choose a corner. They might sleep lightly. But when they press their body against you or fall asleep within seconds, that's regulation. Your presence lowers their vigilance. Your breathing becomes a cue that everything is okay. Your scent tells their brain, environment stable. In psychology, this is called a secure base. You're the place their nervous system returns to when it wants to power down. And that is one of the highest levels of trust a dog can give.
It's ancient pack bonding. The second reason is older than domestication. It's instinct. Long before dogs slept on human beds, their ancestors slept in packs. Wolves and wild canines rest in physical proximity, often touching, because closeness strengthens social bonds and increases survival odds. Sleeping together meant shared warmth, shared protection, shared responsibility. But it also did something deeper. Physical closeness reinforces attachment pathways in the brain. Studies on human-dog bonding show that proximity increases oxytocin, the same hormone involved in parent-child attachment. So when your dog chooses to sleep next to you, they are engaging an ancient behavior pattern. They are reinforcing the bond. This is not submission. It's not dependency. It's not dominance hierarchy. It's social connection. In a pack, you sleep beside those you trust most, not the ones you fear, not the ones you tolerate, the ones you rely on. And when your dog curls up next to you instead of sleeping alone across the room, they are doing what their species has done for thousands of years, strengthening attachment through proximity. You are not just sharing a bed, you are participating in pack bonding.
They might be guarding you. Not all dogs sleep in the same position. Some curl up against your chest, some press against your back, some choose the foot of the bed, and some position themselves between you and the door. That positioning matters. Even though modern dogs live in homes, part of their brain still carries protective wiring. Throughout evolutionary history, resting near pack members meant shared vigilance. One sleeps deeper while another remains slightly alert. If your dog places themselves near an entry point, the door, the hallway, the edge of the bed, they may be subconsciously taking on a low-level guardian role. This doesn't mean they think danger is constant. It means their instinct says, if something happens, I'll know first. What's interesting is that many dogs who do this are not aggressive. They are not anxious. In fact, they often appear calm. Because protection in healthy dogs isn't panic, it's positioning. And here's something even deeper. Dogs often guard what they value most: food, territory, resources, and sometimes you. If your dog consistently sleeps at your feet or between you and the room, they may not just be seeking comfort. They may be assigning themselves responsibility. Not because you asked, but because their bond with you activates that instinct.
Your scent regulates their stress. For humans, vision dominates. For dogs, scent is the primary emotional channel. Your dog knows your emotional state through smell long before you say a word. They can detect stress hormones, subtle chemical shifts, even changes in routine. And when they sleep next to you, they are surrounded by your scent, your skin, your breath, your natural baseline smell. Research has shown that a dog's stress levels decrease when exposed to their owner's scent. It acts as a regulatory cue, signaling familiarity and stability. Think about that. Your smell tells their brain, everything is normal. This is similar to attachment theory in humans. Infants regulate their nervous systems through proximity to caregivers. Dogs, through thousands of years of domestication, developed a parallel attachment system with humans. So when your dog presses against you at night, they are not just choosing warmth, they are choosing regulation. Your presence lowers cortisol. Your breathing becomes rhythmic input. Your scent becomes reassurance. In a very real neurological sense, you are their emotional anchor.
They synchronize with you. When your dog sleeps next to you, something subtle happens that most people never notice. Your breathing begins to sync. Your movements slow at similar times. Your sleep cycles often start to align. This isn't imagination. Dogs are highly attuned to rhythm and physiological cues. Studies on human-animal co-regulation show that dogs naturally adjust their behavior to match the emotional and physical state of their primary attachment figure. This is called synchronization. It's part of how social mammals bond. When two beings feel safe together, their nervous systems begin to mirror each other. Heart rate can stabilize, breathing patterns become more similar, even stress recovery improves. So when your dog chooses to sleep beside you, they're not just resting, they're co-regulating. If you're calm, they settle faster. If you're restless, they may shift too. If you wake briefly, they often stir with you. It's a quiet biological conversation happening beneath awareness. And here's the important part. Dogs don't synchronize with everyone. They do it most strongly with the person they are most emotionally bonded to. Sleeping together strengthens that rhythm night after night. You're not just sharing space, you're sharing regulation. This is secure attachment, not clinginess. Now, this is where many people misunderstand their dog. They think, my dog sleeps with me because they're needy. They can't be alone. They're too attached. But there's a difference between anxiety and secure attachment. A dog with separation anxiety shows distress when alone, pacing, vocalizing, destructive behavior, elevated panic. A securely attached dog, on the other hand, can rest alone if necessary. But when given the choice, they choose closeness. That's not insecurity, that's preference. In attachment psychology, secure bonding means an individual feels safe enough to explore independently, but returns to their attachment figure for rest and regulation. If your dog happily moves around the house during the day, relaxes in other rooms sometimes, but consistently returns to sleep near you at night, that's security. They're not clinging because they're afraid. They're choosing proximity because it reinforces safety. And that choice matters, because in the animal world, proximity is selective. They don't sleep beside just anyone. They sleep beside the one their nervous system trusts most.
They chose you. In homes with more than one person, something interesting often happens. A dog has options: multiple beds, multiple humans, multiple rooms. And yet, they consistently choose one spot, next to one person. If that person is you, that decision carries weight. Dogs form attachment hierarchies. Just like children often bond most strongly to one primary caregiver, dogs typically develop a primary attachment figure, the individual whose presence regulates them most effectively. It's not always the person who feeds them, not always the one who trains them, not even always the one who spends the most time with them. It's the one their nervous system trusts the most. If your dog walks past other sleeping spaces to reach yours, if they reposition themselves to stay close to you specifically, if they follow you to bed even when someone else is available, that's not coincidence, that's preference. In a very real psychological sense, they are saying, you are my safe base. Dogs don't choose based on logic, they choose based on felt security. And if they choose you night after night when they are at their most vulnerable, that is one of the clearest signs of deep attachment you can receive. In their world, safety is everything. And they decided you are it. Putting it all together. Tonight, when your dog curls up beside you, pause for a moment. Notice where they position themselves. Are they touching you? Facing the door? curled at your feet, pressed against your back? None of it is random. Sleep for a dog is surrender. It's the moment when vigilance drops, when instinct quiets, when survival takes a back seat to trust. And if they share that state with you, it means something profound. It means your presence regulates them, your scent reassures them, your body signals safety, your relationship provides security. You are not just their owner, you are their safe place. And that is something a dog does not give lightly.
If you like this video, please subscribe my channel.